The Kilshima Railway Museum, located in the centre of the town of Kilshima, stands as a link to times gone by. Opened in 1989 and as a museum just a few years after its closure in 1984. The area around the station has now become a sculpture park. Along with the station, it has established itself as both a cultural focal point and a distinct link to times gone by. The park and station are now protected sites and cannot, under heritage law, be demolished. We can see here the rear of the building and the connection between the old station and the newer shed, which is designed to protect the two carriages from the elements. The construction of the limestone walls remains the same today, with the layers overlapping for strength and stability. The limestone itself was locally sourced and taken from the Kilshima Mountains and transported by horse and cart to site. At the time of its construction in 1894, mortar was not as readily available as it is in today's world. Builders couldn't simply go buy mortar, they had to use limestone kilns to produce the limestone powder for the mortar. This diagram depicts a small limestone kiln and how it actually operates. At the base there would be a fire, and in the top compartment there would be layers of limestone and turf. By burning the limestone, it would turn into a powder which was then collected at the base of the kiln. To create the mortar, all the builders would then have to do was add sand and water. Here we have an example of a kiln. Although long out of use and now missing the hole on the top, the base still remains, and we can clearly see where the fire would be set and out the back where the limestone would be collected. Here we can see how the base of the wall is extruded. This was done to raise the station to the height of the platform. These metal caps are actually the ends of bars that extrude from one side of the building to the other. They are designed to give strength and stability to the walls. Looking at the natural slate roof, we can see that even 100 years since its construction, we still use the same overlapping method of slating to prevent water penetration. The underside of the overhang shows us more of the construction of the roof. There is no felt, but what you can see is a limestone mortar applied between the batons in a method known as rendering. Its purpose is to stop air from getting into the building. If we look at how the roof connects with the walls, we can see how the rafters are set down into the walls. This again is to stop airflow and water penetration. The loading doors are double bay wooden doors with two on the front and two identical doors at the rear to allow for easy loading and unloading of materials. The bottom edge of the door is a section of railway line to ensure it is not worn over time by constant use. The main entrance door is a simple mix of wood and glass that shows the style of the area in which it was built. The windows and entrance door are framed with red brick. This was to make it easier for allowing the frames to slot into place in the building. The windows themselves are a simple mix of glass panels and wood, designed to make it easy to replace a single pane of glass if it was ever damaged. The curve on the top window is again bordered with red brick, and like all the windows have a simple concrete sill. The corrugated shed covers and protects the whole of the two carriages. It is a simple yet effective method of conservation. The platform is made up of flagstones of irregular limestone rocks and is held together again with the limestone mortar. Over time, the flagstones have become very smooth due to use. This train station has been identified by the local people as a culturally important building that they did not want to see fall into ruin, and is a perfect example of conservation done correctly.